I think we very often misperceive and misunderstand what mentors do, and we confuse a mentor and a champion. So I'll tell you a story about one of my mentors, a guy by the name of Ron Bruder. So somebody said I should meet Ron, that we would get along, so I went and met this guy named Ron. I did, typical Simon fashion, I did no research before I showed up for the meeting. I didn't know who he was. I showed up and he had a folder on me, you know? But we got along really well, and he was a really good guy, very accomplished entrepreneur, done extremely well for himself. And a few weeks later, I had a question, and this is early in my career, about something, and I called him up and he took my call. He's a big, powerful man, and I was amazed that he took my call, you know? And a few weeks went by and I had another question about something that I was struggling with in my career, and I called him up and he took my call again. And then we met for lunch. And before too long, a real sort of friendship evolved. And I remember I was at his house once, one weekend, and I was getting ready to leave. And I said goodbye to him, and it was the first time I used the M word. And I put my arm around him and said, you know, I'm really glad you're my mentor. And he looked at me and said something I didn't expect. He said, and I'm really glad you're mine. And that's when I realized that very often what we think are mentors is we view it as a one-direction relationship. But he was learning just as much from me with my perspective or the questions that I would ask that I would learn from him. And so I believe that mentor relationships are not mentor-mentee, but they're really mentor-mentor. And a great mentor is somebody who has no ability to influence your career. And this is what I say when we confuse mentors and champions. Very often we pick somebody more senior than us, and we say, will you be my mentor? And you know, when a promotion comes up or something, can you put in a good word for me? That's a champion. Right. Somebody who can literally influence your career. And I believe that a great mentor is not only outside your chain of command, sometimes they're completely outside your industry. In other words, they don't know. The only thing they care about is giving you good, candid advice. I believe you cannot assign someone to be a mentor, just like you can't assign two people to be friends. Right? You two, you're friends from now on. Like, it's not going to work. Right? It might work, but you can't assign it. And so I think mentor relationships evolve like friendships, just like my friendship with Ron, which is, and I believe the definition of a mentor is someone who always has time for you.